Introduction. Lovelies. Babylon want me down. Selassie, the no rich. Ow.
What's up, people? Thank you so much for joining Be Ami and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am going to talk about adulting, moving out, mortgages, and as you can see in the title below, getting a mortgage at 25.
I'm just kidding.
Ooh, child. Just before I get into the video, you guys, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, share, comment, like, all of that good stuff. Okay, I'm gonna jump right into the video. First of all, I ain't got no mortgage, okay? Why I wanted to do this video is because I've been watching quite a lot of videos on this topic. I wanted to pinpoint facts that I want to see when I watch these kind of videos. It's something that I have been planning for, looking into, something that I've been interested in. You know, if it's something that you are looking to do in the near future, you know, it's good to prepare way in advance. I've been watching like quite a few videos, and one thing that I realized in these videos that I've been watching, though they have been great, is that people kind of don't make it simple. There's only a couple of videos that I watched where I was actually like, wow, like they actually went into details about how much their house, and obviously this is personal information, so you choose whatever you want to put out there, but as a viewer, it makes it really, it's really helpful when you're watching a video and you can actually relate to it because the person is kind of describing something that you can relate to. I feel like when I go on YouTube and I watch these videos, I don't get that information and I'm just like, okay, great, like you've got your mortgage, but all you've done is just generalize information that I can just get online. But I want to know your journey. How was it really for you? And that's what I'm not getting in these videos. So for example, fact number one, how did you begin the process? Obviously there's a lot that goes on before you even can start thinking about a mortgage. First of all, you need to look at your finances. You need to think about your budget. How much do you want to buy your house for? And then, can you achieve that budget? How long will it take you to achieve that budget? What is your credit score looking like? What did it look like? Or how did you improve your credit score? What did you do to improve them? You know, like, don't just tell me generally how you can improve it, but what did you do to improve your credit score? You know, like banks, savings, what banks did you use to save? What kind of interest was you going for? Like, a lot of videos that I've watched that talk about this, they're just like, you know, you need to be really good with your money, you need to like save, you need to find a bank. Like, obviously I'm not going to go to that exact bank, but it kind of like gives me an idea. Do you get what I'm saying? A lot of people are like, oh, I saved 30k, but it's like, how did you save that money? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, did you have one stream of income? Did you have multiple streams of income? Did you have certain saving accounts that had really good interest that helped to build up your savings? Things that when I watch them videos, I'm just left like, okay, next video. So I'm constantly watching videos because I'm looking for these answers. Let's say, for example, you want to buy a house for this amount, instead of being like, this is how much I bought my house for, this is the deposit that was required, but this is the deposit that I managed to put. Like, I feel like that would be more inspiring for me than to have a general video which is basically research that I can do on the internet. So I'm pretty much like, okay, yeah, I'm watching all these videos where people are like, oh, I bought my house at 25, or oh, I bought my house at 19, or oh, I bought my house like this, you know, I became mortgage free like this. But it's like, okay, how did you do it, sis? Can you tell me your testimony? Like, tell me a little bit more. Like, I would love to watch these videos and for these people to actually be a little bit more open. Like, I'm not asking you to tell me how much you earn, I'm not asking you to show me your receipts, your bank accounts, but it's if that house was on the market for that amount of time. Like, I feel like any information that was public information you should be able to share. I.e., if your house was 250, then there's nothing wrong with you sharing that, because if I was on the internet and I saw that same house for that price, then I can see that information. Do you get what I'm saying? Like any information that can be found publicly, you can kind of share with your audience. That's how I feel. This video was mainly just to kind of like highlight on things that I wish YouTubers spoke about and the details that I wish that they made it. I'm sorry it's not a helpful video and you probably clicked on it, you're like, oh, she bought a house, how did she buy a house? No sis. But you know, when we're talking about adulting, these are the kind of things that we need to obviously start thinking about. You know, my future, you know, what do I want to do, you know, my 5-year plan, you know, my legacies, what do I want to leave behind, what do I want to start building now. And these are all of the things that we need to obviously start thinking about. You know, do I want to move out? Like, am I ready to move out? You know, a lot of people are started uni, so they're going to uni. You know, when you go to uni and you go you leave home, are you going to come back home, or are you going to just continue your journey from there? And how are you going to manage that financially? So these are all of the kind of things that we start to think about as we go into this adulting world. And it's a topic that I love to talk about, adulting. You know, being the age that we are, it's exciting, it's scary, but you know what, it's something that we shouldn't shy away from. Like, it's something that we shouldn't be like get anxiety about, because so many people are going through what you're going through, and it's just a matter of plugging into people's stories and actually bouncing off each other and actually helping each other and being like, okay, you're doing that, like you're doing that. Like, I have certain friends where I'm quite open when I talk about my plans, and you know, you don't have to tell people like, okay, this is what I have right now, this is what, no, but I love to bounce off each other. Like, there's certain friends where I can be like, this is the plan that I have, this is kind of like where I'm at the moment. Or if you've got a sibling, like I love having those kind of conversations with my sister. Sometimes being so closed can kind of be more of like a hindrance, or you will get there, but you will get there like slower. Like, if only like you shared a little bit, someone might be like, oh, okay, like I hear you want to do this, do you know that there's this, do you get me? Like, they can actually connect you. So it's about being wise. Like, we need a lot of wisdom when it comes to like adulting. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you have big responsibilities, whether it be finances, whether it be family, whether it be uni, you know, whether it be career. Like, you know, it's a lot of responsibility. Wisdom will save you. Wisdom will ensure that you don't take longer than you actually need to on your journey. It's almost like having a sat nav and you don't listen to your sat nav. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people go through that in life. Like, they've got that, but they don't listen to it, like they don't apply. So wisdom is knowing what to do, is having that ability to know what to do, is having that ability to have that understanding of what you're going through. I've moved out, I've been to uni, I've lived in a student accommodation, I've lived on my own, and I've been home, and I've done rent and all of that stuff, and you know, it's good. It's so good. It's good. It teaches you a lot of things. Christmas is soon approaching us. How do we manage our finances? Like, I feel like Christmas is not like what it used to be back in the days, you know, where it was all about like presents and the Christmas tree would be filled and filled and filled, and you know, like you just shop recklessly. And like, I feel like it's like the dynamics have changed a bit, and when you become an adult, you kind of like I don't like the term like watch your pennies or count your pennies. Like, it's not a kind of way that I would want to live at all. Like, I don't want to be counting my pennies. Like, do you know what I mean? It's about working smart. So yeah, I believe that you can still work hard and play even harder. Ooh, yeah. So when it comes to like Christmas, even, you know, how do we manage? Like, how do we do all that stuff? Like, in my personal life right now, like, this Christmas is gonna be so amazing. I can't wait to vlog it, just for the simple fact that we've got new kids on the block. Okay, we've got new little cherubs on the block, and you know, the birthdays are so close to each other. Like, my baby is born in March. I'm going off topic. March. And then my nephew's January. My second nephew's February. My baby's March. My little sister's is March as well. So can you imagine, like, birthdays are so close. Ching, ching, ching. And Christmas. Yo. How do we manage? You know, I know this time, like, a lot of people are actually in debt. Like, I worked in the debt sector, so it's really like baffling how many people are actually in debt. And you know, during Christmas time, even I worked in social housing and having to deal with evictions and things like that, and you know, it's hard. Like, people still get evicted, you know. Like, it doesn't matter if it's Christmas and you've got to buy your kids a present. No, it's about money management, you know. Let's not drop the ball just because you need to buy your kid a present. You know, it's about education. Like, what are we educating our children by trying to enforce a lifestyle that we cannot even maintain? These are the kind of things that I want to like talk about. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope that, I know this video wasn't very it was a bit, you know, all over the place, but I hope you guys kind of get the gist of where I'm trying to go with it. And also, I would love to get some kind of like feedback, or if it sounds kind of like interesting, get some kind of like feedback on what you want me to like elaborate and talk more on. Please hit the subscribe button. I really want to push the channel to grow. So thank you so much.